Royal Champion Charge Mass Dragons is unstoppable at Town Hall 15. It 3 stars in normal mode, it 3 stars in hard mode, and you can even 3-star Town Hall 16s with it. Here's the army for today's video, Royal Champion Charge Mass Dragons. Now, there is no pet on the Warden because we don't have enough air pets at Town Hall 15 to make it work. Doesn't really matter, your Warden doesn't really need a pet anyway for this army because you're going to destroy bases easily. In terms of hero equipment, you can see here I am going to use maxed out hero equipment in terms of the commons, but in terms of the one piece of epic equipment, the Electro Boots, that's at level 21, so not maxed out, close to it, but you don't need it maxed out to crush bases. Now, what are we going for with our Royal Champion? Well, you want to get as much value as possible. You do have 12 invis spells though, so that can get you across most of the base. Now, your most valuable target on the base is obviously this Town Hall, but you don't want to get to it too quickly, because if you get unlucky and you take it down early and the Royal Champion spends a lot of time in that Town Hall poison effect, she's obviously not getting that much value, so you do need to keep that in mind. I don't really keep that in mind with this hit, and I just about pay for it, but you might not be as lucky as I am here, because as you can see, I get to the Town Hall with 6 invis spells left. We use the Rage spell and the Haste Vial together because they kind of just amplify each other beautifully, and I get lucky that my Royal Champion completely misses the Town Hall here. But what value can we get beyond this? Well, we've still got plenty of invis spells, so let's see what can happen. Now, we do get a little lucky that the Fire Mites are going to pull the Royal Champion back into the center. By the way, Furnace is such a killer defensive CC. It is so annoying to deal with, but in our case here, it does work in our favor. You're going to see the Phoenix goes off. Now, as soon as the Phoenix goes off, I need you to focus on the second stage of your attack, because you really don't have that much time left. The biggest weakness of this attack strategy is the clock. Now, I completely mess up the giant arrow there. I was going after both of these air defenses, but I'm kind of glad I missed. Just to prove to you guys, you don't have to be experts with the giant arrow. You just need to use it at least somewhat effectively. But yeah, you want to start immediately, because obviously there's nothing you can do once your Royal Champion goes to Phoenix mode. You need to think about where you're coming in with your Dragons, Archer Queen, and then we're going to use the Siege Barracks. You can see it on there, helping the funnel out, just making our Archer Queen far less vulnerable. Anytime you get a good lineup with the Minion Prince ability, use it. I mean, look at the Dark Orb here. It got everything but the Eagle Artillery. Obviously, the Eagle Artillery is valuable, but it got literally everything else. So I'm definitely not complaining about that. And we're just cutting across the base here. By the way, something else, all the common equipment will be maxed in this video, because, I mean, you can definitely have it all maxed out by Town Hall 15. But the epic equipment, and there is only one of them in this attack strategy, which again is super nice, level 21, and obviously you can get this up to, I believe, level 24. Or can you even get it to max? It's one of those two. I can't remember. Either way, like, I'm not using it max at Town Hall 15, and still we're gonna get some nice 3-star attacks here. Look at this. So many dragons left up on the battlefield. Quite ridiculous, honestly, that you can just completely wreck a base like this. But we used our CC this attack. What happens if you don't use your clan castle troops? Okay, so I did some looking, and in fact, the max level is level 24 at Town Hall 15. So not quite max, but definitely very, very close to it. Now, if you wanted to change this army, and I was actually a little too lazy to do this, I'd probably drop a dragon or a baby dragon and bring like a couple of giants or an ice golem just to tank for your Royal Champion at the start. I'm a bit laissez-faire about the damage she's taking, but you definitely should be a little bit concerned about it. So the Royal Champion goes here. Yet again, I get so lucky. Not really sure what I did to deserve this luck, so maybe I shouldn't be showing you these, because you're not always going to get this lucky. But yet again, don't go straight for the Town Hall. In reality, I should have started over here on the bottom side of the base, but we're going to go straight into the center here, and I mean, look at this. This is what this Royal Champion Charge is so good at. Once you get her in the core of the base, what on earth is stopping you from getting insane value? Unfortunately, Royal Champion does go after one of the Ice Golems here, but we're going to get this back-end Air Sweeper. That goes down. We don't get rid of the single Inferno quite, but still, really nice outcome. Now, I don't know what I was thinking here. I just decided to put my Archer Queen down the bottom. We do get rid of that Sweeper and the Air Defense though, so it is pretty insane value. Then I'm going to use the Dragons on the left side here. If I had the Siege Barracks, I'd probably use it right here, just out of range of the Wizard Tower, so it doesn't get targeted, but something like that. just to make sure the dragons go in. But I wanted to show you guys that one benefit of this army is you can do it without the without your clan castle troops. Now, I did use the clan castle spells. That's something that is a bit more difficult not to use, because obviously the Rage and Poison, Rage and Invis, are really nice with this army. If I was not bringing spells in my CC, I'd probably go 9 Invis, 1 Rage spell with the army, and then just no spells in your clan castle, of course. But up to you. Ultimately, I don't mind using Rage medals for spells, because it's, what, like 6? It's 3 per spell space or something like that. It's something really low cost in the end, so I don't mind using raid medals for that. I get not wanting to use raid medals for siege machines or troops. I get that, but you don't need to use them with this army, clearly, because we've just rolled over another Town Hall 15 base. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dragons left, and I believe there's 14 in this army, so we've only lost 5 dragons. This attack strategy is ridiculous, so let's come in on hard mode and see if that can stop us instead. This was a case scenario where an ice golem or a giant would be really nice, because then we could save a few invis, and particularly if you're not going to bring spells in your clan castle like we talked about in the last attack, then I would definitely look towards bringing an ice golem or a giant, or really both actually. Drop 1 dragon, bring an ice golem and a giant. That actually works really nice. And whatever you don't use for your royal champion, just use on your queen, right? It's not really the end of the world. So Royal Champion's doing a little bit of a lap here, but remember, you've got so many invis spells, you're not in a rush to get her into the center. Now, I should be in a rush to get her into the center because of the invis spell, invis tower next to the town hall. That is something that can definitely be a pain. So you do want to activate that as early as possible, but to be honest, if you don't take down the town hall, it isn't the end of the world. If you are really worried, you can do a blimp for the town hall, but keep in mind you've got 4 super minions in your clan castle, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Anyways, we got the royal champion in the core here. NATO is super nice, but I still think we would have got the town hall even without the NATO. And I mean, look at this. Phoenix is going to be really nice here. I think I get rid of... No, I probably don't quite get rid of the multi, do I? You saw the giant arrow there gets rid of... Oh, we don't get rid of the invis tower either. That's a little unlucky. I do use my siege machine on this one. It is hard mode. But in saying that, have a look at what the siege machine does. Very little. Very, very little. We're coming across the base here. I accidentally popped my Minion Prince ability. That was definitely meant to be my Warden ability, then the Minion Prince. Because, yeah, that Dark Orb's not really that useful when you're using it when your troops are invulnerable anyway. Now, the super minions coming out of the CC do work, so I'm not going to pretend that the CC troops were nothing. But still, it's not like they got the most insane value in the world. You can see here, hard mode is pretty brutal. We're taking a lot of damage in the center of the base, particularly because my Royal Champion left a bunch of defenses quite low on HP, but didn't finish off any of them. And the Queen really is not that useful in hard mode, because the healer puppet spawns healers that just don't really do that much healing, and keeping in mind all the defenses are doing way more damage. In fact, they're doing 20% extra damage, all these defenses, and that's why a queen can barely out-heal one cannon. But we've still got a lot of troops here. Alright, I'll admit, the super minions did a lot. The siege barracks did absolutely nothing, but these super minions are going to get value in the end. I mean, it's hard mode. I feel like I'm allowed to use the siege machine. But this is Town Hall 15. I know a lot of you don't do hard mode, but a lot of you get stuck in clan wars where you have to hit up. So, how does this army go against Town Hall 16s? Trust me, you're going to want to see the next attack. So we're coming up against a pretty legit Town Hall 16 base, and I've given you my word, I got this first go. I know FCs can be a little cringe. No, I got this first go. I really couldn't believe it, because this attack does not go well at all. In case you are curious, the only replay I failed on today was the hard mode one. One of the times my Warden, my Royal Champion charge just went a little bit haywire. But this one's also going to go haywire. Look at this. I've used so many invis spells. So many. With the Royal Champion just charging after the defensive king. I mean, the Royal Champion loves the defensive king, right? We even let that poison tower go off. I should have invised it so that the Royal Champion wasn't going so slowly to take down the Town Hall. And look at this, she's sitting in that Town Hall poison, and I decided not to use the last Invis spell because I didn't think she was going to get much value with it, and I end up being mostly right. She might have got... no, she wouldn't have. Anyways, I used the giant arrow to get rid of the back end sweeper. I would have loved to get rid of both sweepers, but unfortunately couldn't quite do that. We spread our dragons out, but unfortunately I get a bit of a bad split here because all the dragons on the right hand side are going for one building, and that's going to draw the warden over. The warden doesn't necessarily go for the area with the most troops. It's the area with the most troops targeting one building. It is a very, very flawed AI, and that's why lots of people struggled with it, particularly with Lalo attacks, because the Warden would not be very smart with those. But we've got all the dragons, so I'm delaying my Warden ability here to get all of the dragons in it. Now, thankfully, the dragons really aren't taking that much damage, because whilst the Royal Champion charge was seriously flawed, we still did get some nice value with it. I popped the Warden ability there. I didn't get my Minion Prince in it, but I wanted to keep my Queen alive, and that Warden ability did hit the Archer Queen, which was huge. And look at this. We still have so many dragons left, and there's not really much base left. So even though I had to waste, I think it was 3 Invis spells I wasted on that Royal Champion charge, doesn't really matter in the end, and you're actually going to see one of the Invis spells comes in nice and clutch here on the air defense. Beautifully done. And yeah, I have so many dragons up. This is a maxed out Town Hall 16. At least I'm pretty sure it should be a maxed out Town Hall 16. Easy 3-star. Easy 3-star on the first attempt. I've still got the Minion Prince ability. This does get very close on time, which is kind of unsurprising given, you know, I'm doing a hit up and all my troops are designed to do damage that takes down buildings with far less hit points. Yeah, all these buildings have a nice level up, but it doesn't really matter in the end. 3-star attack achieved. Hopefully this can show you guys that this attack strategy isn't just good at Town Hall 15. It is good. You can hit up against Town Hall 16s. Probably wouldn't recommend hitting a Town Hall 17, but I mean, give it a whirl. You might be able to get a 3-star attack. And that's it for this video. Let me know down below. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Do you think this attack strategy is broken at Town Hall 15? Because I do.